Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Full Critics with your boy the Nelson. Guys, loving a champion. I-champion loving a i-Nedbank Cup champion loving a asathi manje after 10 years manje sithi a day ago, I was a champion. We were champions a day ago. I say the last time we were champions, the last time we were champions it was a day ago. And how it feels, how does it feel? How does it feel? But hey man, let's get on today's episode, man. Please like the video, please subscribe to the channel. Today we have a very special episode. Today I'm gonna be talking about how we won that game, what led us to winning that game. I'm gonna be talking about the rumors about Nabi leaving. I'm gonna be talking about Jose finally playing his last game soon, and then I'm gonna be talking about SuperSport being sold, which it's not good for South African football. It's not good for South African football. But hey man, let's just get into it. So okay, so because of a game later weekend, I watched that game my emotions, more of emotions and less of like the tactical side of it, like looking what's happening. Yes, I saw izinto bezenzakala, but it was more of emotions. I didn't even write anything. Being 90 minutes yonke, and I had to watch the game again. I watched it, I think, last night. Yeah, last night I watched it again, that game, and I was like, I don't wanna say I saw something different because of these games whereby Kaizer Chiefs went into the field and played the very same way they did. I'm not talking about some of the tactical side of it, but I'm talking about most importantly mentality. You understand, the hard work, the resilience, determination within the pitch. If you look at the game that we played against, there's a game that we played against Sundowns whereby they won 1-0, and then there's that game whereby we played Sundowns where we won 2-1. It was almost same thing whereby I'm a player, they sticking to a philosophy, I'm a tactics like a coach, but disciplined and focused the whole game. You understand? Stay disciplined, Papa focused, and stick to your philosophy, your coach. You get the results that you want. And I was looking at how our players, the way they were sort of like helping each other. You understand? It was them by 10, no Peterson holding in Tambo Ganje, which not today. And it's something that we rarely see. It's something that we barely see, especially go this squad Kaizer Chiefs, because of this weekend Badlala Ganje, the next weekend Badlala Ganje. But what I saw there, I was like, yes, Mbona, the very same thing that happens against Downs, and that's what gave me belief. Because this one is coming. Although there were glimpses during the game, we had a lot of errors from a side like Atave. Solomon's had a lot of errors. Immediately, there were times where we were open, like fully cool. You understand? But we managed to see the lucky. We were fortunate enough, and at the end, we salvaged the point. And before that game, I was like, you see, if we can close Unkota and close Urele, I don't worry much about Umaswanganye. Maybe last season Bengawara Umaswanganye, but this season he hasn't been doing most of what he did last season. So hence focus here was if you can close those boys. Because of, don't get me wrong, Pirates is a good side, but if you can close Unkota no really, most of the time but in magic or in moment of brilliance it fell from those two boys. You understand? So if those two boys are locked, even though Hotangadlala long balls or evidence mahopa sharp yakora, but if these two boys are locked. You understand? If these two boys are locked, and mina ngimbona ngorele grounding. Unkota ngimbona, the only time ngimbona Unkota was ngasikhathi cisha akora indlula phambi kwepala nangasikhathi bamshaya ngeChokeslam, and angipromote i-conduct enjeyana inside the field. But the Chokeslam was very important from Inazio. The Chokeslam was crucial. You understand? And I like the fact that he calculated, which I'm not the last man, so I'm not gonna get the red, but I'm gonna get the head, and which helped us to a certain point. And the way Yamachitas pattern a corner. And again, me, I don't know, call me toxic, it's fine, but I like Utuba. This Utuba doesn't score every game, but there's that attitude yale antwana le ukuthi you know what, it needs to be there. Again, I'm promoting violent conduct inside the pitch, but hey man, you're playing for Kaizer Chiefs at the end of the day. Like, do something, man. Like, you have those rights. You're playing for Kaizer Chiefs. Do something. Yes, Lions Ogumakaula was wrong, but yeah, man, once in a while, man, like, do something. You're playing for Kaizer Chiefs, man, you know. And I just liked what I saw emajiteni, and you could see ukuthi nabo bangene kuleya pitch ngalento ukuthi you know what, it's now or never. It's a break or make it type of situation. And I feel like with our DDC team having won, I mean, look at what has happened to Kaizer Chiefs this season. For the first time DDC year to win a league a week ago, and then few days later, Chiefs win a Nedbank. I feel like this should be the start of something special. This should instill that winning mentality. This has to be our turning point. This has to be our turning point because of now it's gonna also attract like players like Abu Pasadin, because of Kwanamanje, we're not getting the players that we want because abantu banarento, you know what, I'd rather go to Sundowns and Shale Pentin ngkhole le mali ngikhola ngene lo magame ngwana ngazi kahle ukuthi ukona win the league, ukona win this. But now people, if ama players are born, it's okay, these guys are still capable of winning. This club is still capable of winning. It brings, you know, that pride the club in, and I feel like this has to be the start of something special. I don't want to see us going the next 10 years again without the title. After what we've done, after what the club has achieved in the space of 2 weeks, this should be the start of something special. This should instill that monster mentality amongst the players. With the boys, from now on, next season, we're going hard. We're going hard, and yinto efunekayo in that club. Funeka that attitude, that energy amongst the players. You saw how it felt winning. You saw what happened. You saw how happy the fans were. We need to do that. We need to give them that almost every season. Every season, a club like Kaizer Chiefs needs to at least walk away with maybe an MTN or a Nedbank, if not the league, at least number 1 or number 2, season in, season out. If we're not getting MTN 8 or Nedbank, at least it's number 1 or number 2 or number 3. That's the bare minimum for a club like Kaizer Chiefs. So I need those guys to shape up and be like, you know what, from now on we're going hard. And again, after the game, I saw my rumors saying when Nabi might leave. I almost lost my shit. I was like, no, not after what has happened. But even about times live video, you know, because of Kaizer Chiefs just won. Abantu del, man, it's media, man. It's just media outlets trying to leverage around into the Kaizer Chiefs because of Bayabona. And I'm glad Junior managed to go. I think it was 5FM, and then he cleared things out. Good to know. We're already planning for next season, so now he's not going anywhere. We need to relax. Now he's not going anywhere. We need to relax. And again, hey, Jose, indaba Jose, Jose yahamba. And here's my theory about Jose leaving Orlando Pirates. You see, Jose has done a lot for Orlando Pirates, and I don't think Kwanama fans Orlando Pirates that are mad or upset. Okay, sharp, they're upset because you know what, it's said, coach that has done so much for them is leaving. But I don't think Kwatile or Bamkwatele. And here's my theory about what might happen in Pirates next season. So with Jose leaving, there's a high possibility that the Pirates next season can come back and do 2 times of what they've been doing the past 2 seasons or 3 seasons. And again, there's a high possibility that next season Pirates can come back and go down. And here's why. There's a high possibility, and this all depends on the coach that the club is going to hire and the players that coach is going to bring. Because of winner this thing, you're team. Look at what, okay, for example, look at what happened with the Liverpool. They hired Arne Slot, who didn't buy any player. Worked with those players. So there's a high possibility a coach that's gonna come to Pirates might get there and be like, you know what, I'm gonna capitalize on his squad, I'm gonna capitalize on the philosophy that's already there, Yaga Jose, and not change anything. Like just capitalize and make the club better than what it is now. Or there's a possibility to a coach also, you know what, I want my own philosophy. I want 1, 2, 3 players. 1, 2, 3 I won't be able to use. And that might also make Pirates go down. So Pirates like one right now is vulnerable because of they only have two options. So the coach ozayo might, there's a possibility ukuthi izinto zingehla, like better than what they are now. Or there's a possibility ukuthi goes a coach also, you know what, I'm gonna maybe bring in 2 or 3 players and work on the squad list is called, work on the players that work on right now and achieve far more things again. So in the Pirates iyathusa right now, it's crucial, but we'll just have to wait and see with the management, the chairman iqasha bani. There's Mlungisi, Urulani, who can come in there and stabilize, keep everything the way it is and make it better. But it's all up to you, man. And again, I wanted to touch on SuperSport, man. We know I've been, for the past, I don't know how many years, we've been seeing a club lawa are part of its DNA, South African football, being sold. We've been seeing clubs like Vets, clubs like Swallows, Celtics, now it's SuperSport. Like, this is not okay. I'm happy ukuthi SuperSport iyeza. I'm happy ukuthi iBloemfontein Celtics iyabuya, but not at the expense of SuperSport. I didn't know. You see, clubs like Vets, clubs like Swallows, clubs like Bloemfontein Celtics, clubs like SuperSport. These are the clubs that hold DNA in South African football, and we're not supposed to be losing such clubs. Honestly speaking, yes, it might be hard for the owners of SuperSport to push the club now, but losing clubs, imagine in this day and age, imagine PSL, or imagine Betway Premiership today, or imagine Betway Premiership 2026, still having clubs like Swallows, Celtics, SuperSport, Vets. This is not good for South African football. I don't have a problem with clubs that are there right now, but we can't be losing clubs like Abo Vezi, Abo SuperSport. We're losing its DNA, we're losing heritage in South African football. I'm sorry to say this, but man, there's Abo Galaxy, man, Abo Marumo Gallants that, we can't, we just can't. We're losing it, and it's sad to see. But at the end of the day, there's nothing we can do. We just have to work with whatever that we have. But it's not good, man. Konamach, we've lost Vets, we've lost SuperSport. We're losing SuperSport. We've lost Celtics. We lost Swallows. Imagine if you still had Free State Stars, guys. Imagine if you still had Free State Stars, Vets, Celtics, SuperSports, Swallows. Nah, Nabo Towns, Nabo Pirates, Nabo Chiefs, there now. Man, we're losing it, and it's sad to see. But who are we? We just fans, and if I'm owners, our Sakoni, there's nothing we can do. We just have to enjoy whatever that we have. But hey, man, yeah, I feel like that's all that I have for you guys today. I'm gonna be doing a game, I think, a Pirates during the week, or I don't know, is Alanin, but I'm gonna check. I'm gonna be doing a game Orlando Pirates, and as we all know, Sundowns is just a point away from taking it again. And there's an episode that I'm gonna do about Chiefs and the Pirates, on how I think these two clubs should bridge the gap to sort of like close on Sundowns, because of Sundowns is a big club, but we still need Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs winning the thing. Okay, but need 13, which is tomorrow. But okay, need 13 tomorrow, which I'll see you tomorrow. There's gonna be a video I'm gonna do whereby I feel like Chiefs and the Pirates need to take it upon themselves to sort of like bridge the gap. Yes, Sundowns. I'm not against the Sundowns. Yes, I don't like them because of they are our rivals and they've had us got through. But there has to be a way whereby these two clubs bridge the gap. Yes, Sundowns. I don't know how, but I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna draft something up and I'll give you guys something special. Please like the video, please subscribe to the channel. It's a boy and just doing this for the love of the game.